Nobody's here yet, but this is your girl Shanika Bridges Matthew taking my daily walk outside, and I am loving to walk outside. And since it's only I'm sorry, this is a real walk, it's a live walk, so you hear net traffic in the background, and I don't have a mic on, but I have been walking. This is actually my 60th day consecutively of walking over 10,000 steps. And today I will get 15,000 steps before I go to sleep. I had a graduation today. Y'all know I'm a teacher. So this morning, well, this afternoon, it was a graduation. And I went to a graduation party. So I got some walking in earlier, but I only got to like, before I left the house, about 4,500 steps. And then throughout the day, I added on another 3,000 or so steps. So now I'm coming back for the rest of the steps. So I'm walking about 80 minutes, and I'm not walking super fast, walking at a normal pace. But I'm walking for the challenge. I'm using the WalkFit app. I learned about the WalkFit app on TikTok, and with WalkFit, you can, track your steps, and you get little badges for every step counter. So you get badges. For like 10,000 steps, whatever you set. You can set your goal. At first, my goal was at 9,600 a day, but I was like, I like even rounded out numbers. So let's go ahead and round it up to 10,000. And so I started off just hitting that target. Samsung has me at 6,900 steps, but of course I go over that. Like I said, for the last 60 days, I've been going above 10,000 steps a day. For this month, I've averaged over 11,000. And for the last 2 months, I've lost 15 pounds and 5 inches off my waist, 2 inches off my hips, 2 inches off my chest, I believe 1 inch off my thigh. And I'm happy about that, y'all. That is a blessing. And I pray that God will see fit to let me stay losing inches and losing pounds of fat. I don't want to lose muscle. I want to lose fat. So I am so committed to it. That's why I titled this video, I love walking more than I like eating now, because I obsess with it now. I used to fear it. And why did I fear walking? Well, I used to walk and my shins used to hurt. My back was hurting. Just everything was just hurting. But part of the reason why that was doing that is because I wasn't walking enough. I wasn't stretching enough. Even though I was going to the gym consistently, it just wasn't enough movement. Because you can lift weights. A lot of times you'll hear all these fitness influencers say focus on weightlifting, which I love to lift weights. But that is they're talking to people who are already somewhat lean. I feel like if you have more than 30% body fat and you're over a certain age, which I'm in my late 40s, that don't work. You still got to move your body to keep your joints flowing, to stop those aches, because if you're older, in your upper 40s, even when you start hitting 40, you start hitting pains that you never had before. And if you can come in the chat and let me know about yours, that'd be great. But Lord, it'll be pains that in the middle of the night you'll have your simple stuff like your back hurt, your toe hurt, because everything hurts. And I don't want to run because I've never been a runner, but I love to walk. I love to walk outside, and I feel like it's the easiest weight loss. I have a treadmill, I have a walking pad, but I prefer to walk outside. So that's what I'm doing. And then you also get to meet your neighbors as well when you're going on walks. Also, since I travel so much, I think it's the smartest thing to do is to have a walking regimen as opposed to a or work out in the gym regimen. Hello, how are y'all doing? Cute. That's a cute little, what is that, stroller? Yeah, that's neat. Wow, that's cute. Yeah. So being able to walk as a family walking with their dog, that's cute. They have like a little playpen stroller. I never saw that before. But yeah, you get to meet your neighbors because our neighborhood is pretty big. I don't know people like that. And you won't know anybody if you stay your ass in the house. I'm sorry for the language, but yeah, we have become a society where we live in a neighborhood and we don't know most of our neighbors. And part of that is because we don't go outside. And then also, most houses don't have those porches, those wraparound porches like they do other places. That's a motorcycle coming. So, with that being said, I just wanted to come over here on this live and just talk about hey, what are what the benefits, what I'm doing. Like I said, in my WalkFit app, there is a 15,000 step challenge where you get a little badge for doing 3 days of 15,000 steps. So I like to get my badges. I'm one of those people who like little reward systems. And I teach that way too. I teach my students with different incentives and awards and extra credit. So I also like that. So, you usually teach the way that you think or the way that you like. So I am using that to help me to, stay motivated, to have something to look forward to always be challenging my body. The next challenge I'm gonna put myself in is to try to go 7 days at 20,000 steps. Now, 15,000 steps is time consuming. I do recommend that it's broken up, and a lot of people who are on the internet will tell you you do need to break your steps up. Sometimes I'm one of those people that used to got to do everything in one big swoop. I had to do everything in one big swoop. If I didn't do it, it was all or nothing. But I'm learning that's not the best way. So now I am doing things in pieces. So like sometimes I'll just get up. Of course I'll go to the gym, but if I'm late to the gym, I'll just walk around my neighborhood for 10, 20 minutes. Then I go to work. On my planning period, I walk 15 minutes during my planning period. And then I plan. I will walk on my lunch break because usually I'm eating a protein shake anyway. So, I'm sorry, drinking a protein shake. So, I've been also not just walking, but making sure that I get, 140 to 150 grams of protein a day. Keeping my carbohydrates below 120. I try to stay under 100. Today, I'm not going to lie, I did have, if y'all are living in the Atlanta area, please try out Cakes by Coco when you have a chance. When I'm in Tucker, Georgia, I do stop by and get me a piece of caramel cake from Cakes by Coco. Now, that was my only cheat, because I don't vilify food, right? I am a foodie. My mom said when she was pregnant with me, she had all these cravings and she never ate so much in her life. And I've been like that most of my life. But the first half of my life, it didn't hurt me because I had a problem gaining weight. But now, looking back in retrospect, I realized the reason why it was hard for me to gain weight was because I had a lot of muscle on my body. And I used to always walk because I was walking around trying to be cute. So, especially in college. So, yeah, so that's why I didn't have any weight, because I'm always moving. So if you're always moving around, even though if you know some people who they may not walk or go to the gym, but they stay slim because they always doing something. They always cleaning up. They doing something around the house. They don't really sit still. So that's the key. Moving your body, because it's so easy when you have emails and grades and all kind of reports and things that you have to do to be chained to the computer. But my husband will tell you, I used to go to sleep with a computer on my lap. I rarely do that anymore. Sometimes I do it because I'm watching TikTok or something. But other than that, I'm breaking away from it. I'm changing for the better, because I feel like things like the computer has been my shackle. The internet has been my shackle. So just moving away from that and using technology to uplift people, to share my journey, whether it's good or bad. Because I post a lot of good things, but I should also post the stuff that I struggle with. I don't want your people to have a perception of me of being perfect. You can look at my body and see I'm not perfect, but I want to be a living vessel showing the power of faith and perseverance. Because God, if it wasn't without God, if I didn't have God, I wouldn't be able to even be out here walking with you. There's been times where I had extreme bouts of sciatica, where I fell down the steps, where I hurt my knee, couldn't walk. But God is the reason why I'm here. So just want to leave you with that. And I want you to have a wonderful weekend, wonderful day. I have about 4 more days of work after Memorial Day. And then I can get ready for Japan. I'll be heading to Japan. So I am planning on walking 20,000 steps a day in Japan. So stay tuned. So you have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is your girl, Shanika Bridgerton Matthew, Shackles Off TV, signing off.